All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be episode 1 of Cockroach Towers. I'm your host, Dupa, and the point of this podcast is going to be essentially for me to update you guys on the well-being of my Neopets, my avatars, how my games are going, my zaps, Battle Dome, all the good stuff, everything you want from Neopets. Maybe here and there, I'll give you guys some check-ins on some other stuff I'm up to. I don't know. I haven't decided. This is mostly off the cuff. In fact, I am recording. I'm assuming the audio sounds pretty good. I have a very nice microphone. But I am holding it in my hand. No stand or anything. And I have a pop filter screwed onto my desk. So I'm just holding... The whole setup's kind of difficult right now. I'm just going to hope I hold the microphone from the exact same distance from my mouth this entire time. We'll see how that goes. So anyways, I'm assuming you guys have been on Neopets a lot lately, and it's been real fucked up. Last night, I was trying to do some restocking, was getting into it, it crashed. I stayed online for a little bit, kept refreshing, hoping it would come on. It eventually did come back on, crashed again. I don't know what's going on over there. They got some monkeys working, something like that. But some good news from yesterday. I don't know, probably 3 weeks ago, I zapped one of my very old pets. He was a gray Jetsam. He was just a lab rat. All my pets are lab rats. He was a gray Jetsam, and this had happened to another one of my pets. He just turned into a blue Zweetok. Arguably the worst default pet in the game. Definitely bottom tier at least. And after like 3 weeks of zapping, nothing. But yesterday it turned into a Darrigan. Darrigan Zweetok. Looks very scary. And then, so I didn't know who to zap. I asked my friends if they wanted any of my pets, and one of them said yes, so I got an empty slot. And I started pound surfing in hopes that I would find some kind of species that, I don't know, I would feel up for zapping, or a good name. There were some very silly names that I wanted to get. There was Emo Ian 2018. Kept seeing him in the pound. I recommend if he's still there, you guys go get that. That's a good name, very valuable. But I ended up finding a Halloween Zweetok, so now I don't like the species at all, really. But now I have 2 of them, and they're both the scariest colors they have. It's kind of crazy. I need to go pick out some matching pets for them. I think I've only ever really bought a nice pet one time, which was pretty recently because I painted my first pet ever. My account is 15 and a half years old. I just checked yesterday. I think I got that new like emblem recently on my page. And so it's a 15 and a half year old pet, and the origami Jub is probably the ugliest pet I've seen in my life. So I painted him that, and I got him a, goddamn, I cannot remember what the pet's called. It's the one that looks like they made it look like a pacey kind of, and then they compressed it straight down. So it just looks a little bit flatter. And there's not really, I don't know what pet goes best with those because they're both purple. There's that one squished pet, but he's brown, I believe. Anyway, it's not a great match. So that was the most money I sunk into anything for a long time because I had to get the brush. I mean, a Jub morphing potion isn't very expensive. And the pet, probably close to 2 million. Speaking of close to 2 million, this episode's really going to be a lot of catching up. I promise once I get into the groove of this, it's going to be a little more fluid. You guys just need to know the going-ons, and there's a lot more going-ons right now than there probably will be, like next week, for example. Like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, I got a Halloween Chia morphing potion for like 44k from Kavra, worth about 1.4 million. I've literally received no offers. I put it on the trading post, literally like begging for offers. I asked for anything lower than the TP asked for price. I don't think anyone wants Halloween Chias. They kind of suck. The day before that, I got a magical aubergine chia pop. Finally sold that shit. That's like the worst one. I always loved the fruit chias and all that. I wasn't very happy. I was so excited when I saw it. Looked up to see what it looked like. Ugly. Just looks like a purple chia. You're kind of nuts for that one. I completely lost where I was a second ago. You'll have to excuse my tangents. But I think I'll just update you guys on my stock market. As a lot of you probably know, Cough recently went above 60, and a lot of people's selling points are 60, but that only makes sense if you're poor, really. I've got a decent amount of wealth in that game. I always try and hold out to 100, but I'm not sure if I should, or if I should just start selling at 60, because maybe that's why I have like 7 million Neo points worth of stocks. I don't know. There's some other stock today that I saw that was 60. I have like 13,000 of them. I think I also have 13,000 of Cough. Some of those I have like 20. I think I have 25,000 shares of Helt. I don't think I've ever seen that go above 20 though. So I don't know if I'm gonna really wait. But it feels messed up to not wait for 100. You know? Maybe push it even to 120. Who knows? Sky's the limit. So my stock market collection's growing. Haven't made any big sales recently. I think like a week or two ago, I sold some of my side account just because my main account had been frozen for, I don't know. I was never told why. But I ended up getting it back like a month ago, something like that. But I was playing on a side account, so I've just been selling those stocks kind of, even when they're under 60, honestly. I want the money off that account. Anyways, some goals I've been going for in this, and please let me know if you guys have some tricks for these. I've been trying to work towards some game avatars. I had started doing that on my side account, but it wasn't as motivating because I was always hoping that I'd get my main account back, and then what good is a avatar gonna do on my side account, you know? I'm not gonna go flex on the Neo boards with my large avatar collection on my side account. I don't care. Like on that account, it took me an eternity to get the Carnival of Terror avatar, but that's because I kept trying to do it with no code. I don't know about you guys, but when I was little, I knew about how many codes all these games have, but I was still oblivious to a lot. Like I didn't check for all of them for some reason. I had no idea Carnival of Terror had a time reset one, which is absurd. I was talking with my friend. I don't know whether the high score, like the all-time high score in that game, would mostly be due to somebody being very good at the game or pure luck. Like, I wonder if the highest score in that game is just somebody who's kind of dog shit at aiming, but had like 100 alarm clocks fall down. It's crazy when you think about things like that, isn't it, huh? Anyways, my when I was getting this account back, I completely forgot how many avatars I had, and I was just trying to give Alice, the support member, as much information as I could, and I really overestimated a lot of my stuff. I'm pretty sure I was like, I probably have like 275 avatars. I think I'm at like 200 flat or something like that. I just remember being very proud of it when I was a kid. Food club. That's some fun stuff. That's what makes me happiest about my main account. If Food Club wasn't a thing, I don't know how much I would have cared about trying to get my main account. But the difference in how much I can bet from my 15-and-a-half-year-old account, which is nearly 12,000 per bet. You know what? Per bet, I can bet more than I can in total on my side account, I believe. Which is absurd. It's like not profitable. Okay, it's obviously profitable, but it's not worth my time. Time is money. I'm really getting into this podcast thing. I'm seeing how planning this out a little bit might have made this a little less of a barrage of information, but I'm gonna assume you guys are gonna pop an Adderall or something before this episode. Hopefully, you already did like 30 minutes ago, so you can keep up with all this. I don't think I'm going to slow down for this episode. I think this is just going to be pure information. You guys are just going to increase your knowledge on what's going on my account. You're going to know my assets. You're going to know my pets. And you're going to do this all through just audio memorization. You're not going to see any of it. On my side account, I started training for Battle Dome because I had never really done that before. And I was reading how profitable it can be to just go grind like fighting Koi Warrior. So I started training him, and then I ended up getting my main account before my pet was even close to fighting him. And I was like, fuck, now I'm going to have to start training someone there. Luckily, I had zapped my pets so much that my origami Jubs got like 240 health. I have no idea what his other stats are like, but it's like a 2-3 hit kill on Koi Warrior every time. So I've been trying to do that every day. And is that really the best guy to fight, Koi Warrior? Because I don't know if I'm unlucky. The first day when I did it, it was absurd. I got like 8 code stones, and I was like, holy shit, Battle Dome's insane for money. No wonder the economy is like so weird now compared to 8 years ago, 10 years ago. I think I just got like the luckiest anyone's ever been, because now I get like 1 to 2 code stones for my 10 fights, which feels pathetic, and then all the other items are worthless. I hear people, or I've read on forums and neoboards, people just speculating. They're not speculating, they just make claims, but I don't find any concrete information anywhere that like certain guys drop like paintbrushes. Some Mystery Island challenger drops is it just called an island paintbrush? I have no idea. You guys know what I'm talking about. But if that's true, I'd rather go for the 1 in a million thing. That sounds a lot more fun than fighting Koi Warrior and getting the same like Moroccan books and stuffed animals over and over again. I have no idea if you guys have any clue on Battle Dome strategies. I'd love to hear them. Also, if you guys know like what potions are the best for around my guy's health, I've been getting 19 healing potion 19. She heals for 150, but that always leaves my guy at a weird amount. I guess I could just look up and find out what heals for 250 probably, but I don't know if there's just like some super cost-effective healing potion that everyone uses or something. Well, I guess if everyone used it wouldn't be as cost-effective. That's Neopets economy for you, huh? Anyways, back to my pets. I have a striped Lutari that I've started zapping. Well, literally only today I've zapped for the first... Actually, it was like a shadow Lutari, and then I zapped into striped, and I thought striped was a lot cuter, so I started zapping my Grey Jet some. But I'm hoping Lutaris have very cool ones. I want a desert Lutari real bad. That's cool. My guy would look so fucking... God, I love how Neopets look, huh? I rant and rave to my friends all the time about the some of the worst conversion pets. Like last night, I was showing my friend the Royal Girl Aisha change. That's actually nuts to me. Why would they not keep that or bring it back? I always think that at some point in the future, maybe they'll make it so you can like pay to make your pet look like an unconverted pet or something like that. Maybe they'll release like a series of paintbrushes that are unconverted paintbrushes. I don't know how much more work that would be for them, really. I don't know if they just have all the assets. I can't imagine. It's too much, you know what I mean? It's copy paste, don't let them be customizable, and that's that. I just remembered what we were discussing earlier when I told you I was lost from my tangent. I was discussing buying pets. I have gotten quite expensive pets before. On my side account, so roughly like 3-4 months ago, you know what? It was probably more than that. It was probably like half a year ago. I always do this, and telling you guys this, I know all my listeners are gonna start doing this, and it's gonna make this a little bit less less likely to work because I don't think many people do this. I just go to the trading post. First, I go to the money tree, grab like 10 random pieces of shit. Sometimes get Neo Cash items. It's nice. And then I go to the trading post, and then I sort by newest. And there's almost always people offering stuff for free. And you just go and you offer one thing. An absurd amount of the time, they just end up closing the lots. Like they obviously didn't accept whatever free was, so it's weird. I don't know why they would list it in the first place as free. I can understand if they have something expensive and their strategy is like, oh, if I put free, maybe somebody will give me a lot anyways. Which I don't really understand that much, honestly. But when it's just like 10 random junk items, I don't know why they're closing the lot, saving themselves like 15 Neo points. It's ridiculous. But sometimes you can get really good stuff there. I got a Termac, which is, I think it's worth about 3 million Neo points, something like that. And I ended up getting like, maybe it's like 2.6. I feel like I got traded 2 million and a baby paintbrush, which I just sold for almost 600k instantly. I could have kept it, but my money on that account was very low. So it was nice to have some cash so I could buy stocks every day easily, you know, because I was grinding then. It was pretty fortunate. And I can't really remember if this is true, but I'm pretty sure I got a snow bunny like the next week the exact same way. I have a snow bunny. Not sure how, if it wasn't from that. But I do have one. And I still have that on one of my pets. It's on a baby Aisha, very cute combo. Used to be on a snow Aisha, which was also a cute combo, but I don't know. Baby Aisha's 100 times better than snow Aisha. Also, I intentionally made the snow one as disgusting as I could, and then I hated it. Weird how that happens. But yeah, if you guys want some easy cash, I would really recommend going on to the trading post and just hunting for free stuff. It's very successful. I read somewhere somebody suggested Taylor's Quests, not Tarla's, sorry. Taylor's Quests, the snow fairy, as being potentially profitable. And I was like, sure, why the fuck not? This sounds fun. Seems like her shit's really cheap. You go there, you can do up to 10 of her quests a day, and she will ask for 2 to 4 items from you. And generally they're under like 3,000 each. And if they're all under 3,000, I'll generally get them. If they're over 3,000, you know, if there's like 2 items and one is like 10 Neo points and one is 4,000, why not? I have the money. And then she will give you an item. Just any, I don't know what her whole list of items is. A magical snowball, which is worthless, and then a lot of times she just gives you the like more than the amount of Neo points you spent. Like she'll give you 3,000 Neo points, and a lot of times you're spending significantly less than that. But sometimes you can get very good stuff. I got a food item that was worth like 120k. I had to step out for a second there. I almost shit myself. And speaking of shitting myself, last month I was having some stomach issues. I got some Thai food at work. It had triple spicy mark on it. It was Thai, so it was very spicy. It was a weird dish. Anyways, like halfway through, my stomach started growling, started gargling. Had the runs at work after that, and then I had to take the metro and then the bus to get home. And I took the metro and I was all good, and then I was on the bus and my stomach started hurting. I had to fart, so I held it in because I was like, that'd be rude on the bus. just made my stomach hurt more. And I was like, whatever. I was farting earlier. I know they won't smell. So I let one out. Didn't smell. And then I was like, okay, I feel a lot better now. And then I just kept farting. And about 8 farts in, I shit myself. Seeped right into my underwear. Felt some nice hot stuff. I was staring right out the window, giggling to myself. I probably looked like an actual maniac. Fortunately, it only smelled bad. It smelled horrible for like 10 seconds. Maybe my nose got adjusted to it very quickly. I'm not sure, but I think it was I think that it was just not that smelly, you know? Fortunately. I felt awful. I had to fart more. I held it in from then on because, believe it or not, I didn't want to shit myself more. Anyways, back to the trading post strategies. I already told you guys that. I really got distracted there, huh? We're just gonna move on. We're gonna move on to something else, I suppose. The money tree. Crazy stuff there. I know earlier I suggested you just go grab 10 random stuff, get some neocache stuff. If you camp that, you can get some pretty good stuff. You can get some valuable stuff. You have to know sometimes because people will donate like a shitload of valuable stuff at once. Not super valuable. I got a Braintree card. That might have been my best thing off the money tree, at least in a long time. Worth about 60,000 neo points, something like that. I have not been able to sell it. Got that probably a month ago. And it's not leaving my shop, apparently. Um, I've had really good fortune in Neopets, I think. On my side account, I streamed like 5, 6 times, if that. That's probably more than I did. And some dude came in and then he into my stream and then he added me and started sending me so much free stuff. He left me with like 7 million Neo points, and I don't know, that took out a lot of the fun in some ways. So I was like, I need to just gamble this away and lose it so I can have a goal again of just earn some money. So I converted it all into Nerkmids. I can't really remember how many Nerkmids that was, like 120, something like that. I somehow came out very far ahead. I got a Wraith paintbrush, a Steampunk paintbrush, a I cannot remember. I got one other very expensive paintbrush, one of like 3 million. Those first two are probably like 2 to 3 million, maybe more. So I ended up with like 9 million. Just crazy, because it seems like that's generally very unprofitable. I remember. Perfect segue back into what I forgot. I really like the risky, maybe profitable stuff, like Taylor's Snow Fairy quests, where you can't get like 120,000 Neopoint item that sold pretty quick. I got out of my shop in like one day, which is nice. I've heard that I think it's the Lucky Doubloon. I think I did that when I was younger, but I don't think I knew there was any profit possible where you could take home certain food. You know what? I think there's an avatar for that. I think that's what I was probably doing when I was younger. Stuff like that is very cool to me. Neopets really has it all. Has all the crazy stuff, has all the normal stuff, has everything between the crazy and the normal stuff. One thing I've always wanted to win in Neopets is the Neopian Times, but I don't think I've ever actually submitted anything to that. For some reason, it's so cute. The little Weewoo trophy you can get. The avatar is so cute. Everything about it. Writing for a paper. That's cute. And maybe, who knows? Maybe I'll start writing for it, and I'll tell you guys about it. Maybe I'll start reading it too. I opened it last night, and then the website shut down instantly when I did that. So it really did not want me to read about it. Looking ahead, I'm gonna I promise you I'm gonna get the Carnival of Terror avatar. And you know, I'll probably get a trophy. You'll probably see me on the leaderboards. I'll probably get myself into at least silver trophy territory. Gold trophy sometimes absurd. Like for example, Darrigan Dodgeball. I played that game so much. I've never gotten to 20 seconds. I've gotten to like 19.98 seconds. And I asked my friend to try and do it too on his account. He fucking couldn't do it. He was so confident he would destroy it. Then he was telling me that back in the day, what everyone would do on those types of games is just lag their computer so they can go between everything. Is that what people are doing for those high scores? There's no way people are getting 40 seconds, right? That seems absolutely nuts to me. If you guys are a 40 seconds Darrigan Dodgeball player, please let me know. Please tell me what to do, how to improve at that, because that game is surprisingly fun. Same with Extreme Potato Counter. Is that what you guys are doing? Is that how people get high scores in that? I have no idea. My high score is like 150, something like that, and I felt like I did insanely well, but still not very close to a trophy. I'll probably get the Mirka Chase 2 avatar, since that one is purely spam restarts until you get a fish neg and then play very slow. Because that's what, 800 points, which is absurd. The balance in these games is crazy to me. I wish I could see so many of these high scores. I want to know how many people in Cast Basher have gotten the random tree. There is a very low chance, I don't know what, like 1 in 10,000, 1 in 100,000 chance that in a game Cast Basher, where you drop a cast from a tree and then you click your mouse or hit spacebar to swing it to hit the cast as far as you can get a tree as your bat, and that's where everyone gets their high scores. My high score is like 1,200 something, I think, with no, and that's insane. That's very good bounces. I'm pretty sure people get close to 2K with a tree, which is nuts. How many people have gotten the tree and just whiffed? You know? How many people have gotten that and hated themselves immediately after? That's what I'm really curious about. I want to meet those Neopians. I think I might start going for the Pyramids Gold Trophy. Who knows if I'm going to want to sink my time into that. Yeah, I think I'll diverge a little bit at the end of these podcasts and talk about a couple other things. What I'd rather do at work rather than pyramids is I've been doing a lot of chess tactics. Been grinding those out. Sitting at like I think it's my highest. No, you know what? It's not my highest. I'm at like 1350 right now on chesstempo.com in just standard tactics. End games, I don't know if end games just feel way easier. Like, I don't know, the number doesn't seem right there. I'm sitting at like 15 something, like significantly better. I would be probably way higher if they didn't limit you to 2 a day there. Maybe I'm a god of end games, but it feels really easy compared to the standard ones. But I've been playing a couple games here and there, not that many. When I made my account, I guess I must have, on chess.com, I must have clicked advanced, because I'm 800 elo by default and everything, which is far higher than I've ever truly been. The highest I've ever been, I believe, was 1400 on a chess.com account I made, where I only played when I was biking at the gym. And I just did so much better there. That really speaks volumes about how important exercise is for your brain, huh? That's why when Magnus Carlsen plays chess, he gets up and he just goes and runs some laps. Sometimes he goes and swims before his next move. But trying to improve at that, so I'll probably bail on the pyramids idea. Didn't Neopets used to have a chess game? I swear, or did they only have like Neo Checkers? I don't know. I swear they did. One other game that you guys might be interested in hearing, I'll give you guys little bits of information here, is I've been playing Animal Crossing New Leaf for the past month, 2 months. I've been playing it real slow here and there. I don't like that game when you play it too much. It loses all its charm really fast. It's really cute to me when, I don't know, I don't play as much. Just yesterday, I had finally, or 2 days ago, I had added my upstairs room, finally. I expanded that. So now I was able to move my 3DS and Wii U, those mini games are very fun. That fruit mini game is incredible on the 3DS in Animal Crossing. It's kind of like Destructo Match in a really, no, you kind of have to be a lunatic to think about it that way. It's not really like Destructo Match, but it's very good. You can link amiibos to be your like partner, and I have Mabel. She's fucking broken. First of all, why is her power up Sniper? Nothing about her exudes Sniper. Lets you clear the entire screen and more. You can actually, if you're fast about it, you can clear more than the entire screen. You can just start scrolling, clear like 2-3 more rows. The desert game, that's also a lot of fun. Some of the maps are not really fun. The character choice seems absurdly important there. Stuff like birds and horses seems so good. I have only had one lone wolf character, and they seemed fun. I love the idea of having 3 lone wolves just because they don't show up at the tent at the end of the night when your guys like eat and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know if there's just no tent sequence then. I'm not sure. Anyways, in my town, I just approved the axolotls thing. I just had it sitting in my inventory for so long, I kept forgetting to go put it away. I was able to upgrade my house because Cyclomatus stags, those are the tweezer ones, were on premium at my shop, so I went to the island. I hate grinding on the island, but each of those was worth 16,000, so it took me like, it didn't take me much. I already had paid off some of it. I got like 4 of those and a few other 6K bugs, and I had plenty of money. My newest move-in my town is holy shit, I can't remember her name. I don't know. I kind of like her, kind of don't like her. She's a anteater, I believe. I'm not sure. Maybe anteaters' noses are thinner. Maybe she's like, what the hell does an antelope look like? Maybe she's that. Before her, Charlize was the most recent one. Elmer had left right before Charlize. That's a fucked up one. Elmer, he is a horse. So I guess he was mailed off to the glue factory or something. I'm not sure, but he left. And Elise, I don't like Elise. She is a gross monkey. And before her, I'll give you guys the rundown of everyone who moved in. Before her, Dora moved in. I actually moved her in with a card because I already had 2 other mice, so I thought having a 3rd mouse was a good idea. And best part, I have Bella. She was one of my starting villagers, who I was so happy to get. She is very much looks like Dora, except she's just like a metal version of her. She's just another white mouse. Before Dora, Chatter moved in, which is a mouse that looks like cheddar cheese. I don't think anyone else moved in. I think my default villagers there, I had a very good set, was Butch, Coco. Butch is a low-voiced dog. Coco is a coconut head girl bunny. And Bella, the metal mouse. She's just a white mouse, but she's into metal, I assume. She has a dinosaur skull in her house right now. Yeah, I sold it to her. Sheldon, I don't really care for him that much. He can move. He's just a chipmunk. I don't care for him. He's like a sporty type, whatever. And Elmer, who left. Anyways, I think that kind of sums up everything. This was really all over the place. I learned a lot, and I learned enough that I'm still gonna upload this. And shout outs to you guys. I know a lot of you are gonna be listening to this. Next time I do this, it's gonna be a lot smoother. It's gonna be a lot better. Maybe I'll try and get someone to do this with me. Maybe that would be a little better. Because honestly, it feels a little weird just talking to yourself, hearing your own voice. I have noise canceling headphones that I hate. I didn't mean to buy noise canceling headphones, so hearing your own voice through them, I don't know. It sucks. I hate it. I wish you guys the best of luck. Remember to spin your wheels. Go for, you know what? Another important thing. Get the deserted fair scratch cards every 2 hours. We can lower the value of some of those more expensive scratch cards, which would be nice for me because I'd like to buy a lot and gamble them. I got the putrid one. I think it's putrid something. Whatever the green one. Worth quite a bit of money. And I scratched it off, and I actually did get the one of 6 random items, which I was so pumped for. And but I only got a blood grub, which is worth less than the scratch card would have. But there's potential for like a 600 million Neopoint item there for the Battle Dome, and some other super expensive ones. So make sure you guys do that. Spin your wheel of mediocrity every 40 minutes. Stay up all night. Alright, and that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed your stay at the Cockroach Towers. Bye-bye.